At the moment we're running a 2-day course, split over the modules that the operations process safety management course is split into. There are numerous exercises where we encourage the operators' participation, and how a lot of it relates to systems that we have here, incidents that we've had here, emergency preparedness, where it gives us an opportunity to look at our drills. It also gives all the operators a chance to openly debate some of our discrepancies and where they feel they can improve. The procedures that we have in place are very good, but obviously there's always room for process safety improvement, and sometimes it's the operators and the technicians on the ground floor that come up with sometimes the best ideas.
I think because of the consequences that can occur if you don't adhere to process safety management systems, it makes you sit up and take notice. It's impossible for the duration of the course not to be engaged, and obviously being technically minded, it's the kind of training course that I really enjoy.
We do have a relationship at Solvay with the National Skills Academy and Cogent, and so I was delighted to hear from them that they were going to offer a package of training courses about process safety, and we started with the process safety for leaders. For me, really what I got out of the course was it allowed me to see what the best practice was for process safety management systems, and then we could benchmark ourselves against that and see any areas that we needed to improve on.
This course provides me the confidence and the awareness to be more focused doing my job. Now I can be aware of all the dangers. I think that is the most important thing.
For the non-technical people, attending the process safety management course for leaders gave the FD and me the confidence to go onto the plant, to talk to our operators, who are of course very knowledgeable about what they're doing, to ask them about their roles and about whether we as a company are providing them with the correct tools to do their jobs.
I think the course has given me confidence in that I'm able to use the right terminology, and I think that because everyone else has been on the course, everyone knows what's required for having an exemplary process safety management system. So everyone can pull in the same direction towards striving to achieve a really high standard.
At the end of last year, me and the competency manager, my colleague, were invited along to learn how to train in the operations of process safety management. We both embraced that, and I've now conducted 2 courses whereby we've been able to involve the shift teams, the mechanical teams and the laboratory teams, and not only is it a process activity, but all members of the site should be involved in process and safety management in their own areas, and how that impacts on the running of the business itself.
I think the most tangible benefit for the company is the use of a common vocabulary and a common aim, because it is entirely possible, especially for people from different disciplines, to be trying to talk about the same thing but actually using slightly different terminology and crossing over each other. So it's the common vocabulary and the opening of the ability of everybody in the organisation to participate in something that we don't necessarily have degree level qualifications in.
I think before I went on the course, I had an appreciation of what poor process safety management could have on the environment. The course itself does help to drive the message home. You see examples of all the disasters in the chemical industry in the last 50 years, and it does make you sit up and pay attention. It makes process safety sit in the forefront of your mind all the time.
process safety management is important to the business on a whole. There's been a rejuvenated drive to deal with training and bring it back to the forefront of our minds.
We would regard this as a very solid investment for our organisation, and besides making a difference immediately into some of the actions that we picked up, it will ultimately make a difference to our culture.
I would definitely recommend the process safety management course, especially for other process engineers, because they have a duty as part of their job to maintain and constantly look to improve process safety, and the course does a really great job of demonstrating what the best practices are for process safety management and helps you identify areas that you need to improve on.
For organisations of a similar size to ours, every organisation involved in the process industry should consider all these levels of training, and definitely the process safety for leaders, because this is a way in which all the decision makers on their boards of directors or their operations team can, on an equal footing, take part in all the appropriate decision making about the way forward for the organisation.